topic that is all over the media. It's in every magazine, it's all over our Facebook feeds and articles, and I'm pretty much convinced that 80% of all Instagram accounts are somewhat fitness related. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it's extremely overwhelming. And even in a market that looks oversaturated, there's still an opening and room for discussion of reminding us why we should want to work out and how to make sure that we're doing it for the right reasons and not doing it to obtain this image that we're presented with. Fitness shouldn't be about numbers and obsessing over all of the numbers that come with it on the scale or what you eat. It should be coming from a place of health and feeling good about yourself. In what seems like a perfection-obsessed society, we are bombarded with phrases and images that set expectations and standards that we're supposed to look like, where our fears and insecurities are capitalized on and ultimately profited on, and because of that we're labeled. We are labeled as too thin, too strong, too curvy, small boobs, I mean, name it, the list goes on and on. And we're supposed to continually strive for that moment that we are told that we have the perfect body. One where our arms are small and toned but not too big, that our legs are also fit but not too big, and that our butt is free of cellulite and lifted, and that we have a flat stomach. And I mean, the point is that the list of this perfection that we're given goes on forever, and it's not realistic and it's not obtainable overnight like we're promised in so much of the media. We use fitness as a tool, but we use it to reach this standard out of fear and sacrifice and deprivation and ultimately just pressure. What's crazy is that there is this statistic that's floating around, and I see it everywhere because it's just shocking, but that 81% of 10-year-olds, their number one fear is to be fat. That transcended their fear of a nuclear war, which is crazy, and also losing their parents. The fact that 81%, like, that's unreal. And I think that it shows that there's a huge conversation that needs to be made about why they should want to be healthy and not to be so scared and terrified to not be what is society's version of beautiful. When our motive is solely focused on appearance, is, as I said, we think of fitness and working out as a chore. We're forcing ourselves to do it because we're told to do that. I mean, I don't know about you guys, it's hard when you're told to do something to actually enjoy it. And what happened if you switch that external motivation of reaching the perfect abs and these toned arms to something more internal, something where you do it for yourself and you don't feel forced? One where you're doing it to be healthier, you're doing it to feel stronger, you're doing it to live a long life, you're doing it to avoid lifestyle-related illnesses later in life that affect so many Americans, and you're doing it ultimately to be happier, mentally, physically, emotionally happier. It's important to take a step back and remind others to look at why they want to be healthy. Not to do it for an image, not to do it because someone told you to, not to do it because you feel forced, but to do it for yourself and to show yourself love and to show your body love. If you find that you are engaging in a healthy lifestyle for anyone but yourself, you are beyond the six-pack abs, you are more than that, and you should want to be healthier because you love your body, not because you hate it. Fitness is one of the best avenues to increase our confidence because it helps us remember our self-worth, it helps us to see what our body is capable of and gives us that sense of accomplishment, and it also makes us happier. You always hear people talk about their fitness journeys because that's what it is. It's a journey, and it takes consistency and it takes enjoyment ultimately. You never hear about someone having an overnight success. And I think that we need to be aware of that when we are looking at all this information and articles out there. Everyone deserves to feel in control and empowered by their body. All I want to do is make sure that it's for the right reasons because you want it.